2 ballistic obliteration missile bunkers is an achievement in Bloons Tower Defense 6 where you need to complete an entire game of CHIMPS using just 2 towers, and that is the name of the bomb Paragon, coming soon in update 51 as of the time of this recording, just before update 51. Sentry Champion and Carpet of Spikes. Can we do the 2 teeth scenario C's today? Yes, I said them all in the wrong order, but who cares? So the plan is pretty straightforward. We need the spike battery down as soon as possible so that we can deal with the pesky round 24 camo green issue as soon as possible, even though they all come at the same time because it's the same bloody round. That's how rounds work. It's like zombies in that game of the COD where they used to make good zombie games. Then we'll get Sentry Gun down. Hopefully this will help us get the pops in which we need, and that definitely is the pops in which we need. Did you know that you could get the 2TC achievement using just 2 engineers? The Sentry Champion and the Ultra Boost? Create even more sentries. Right, now we're going to place down our spike thatch. We don't want you too close, but then again, do we want you in reach of some of our sentries? Now we'll put you up here, and hopefully there won't be any consequences, although there will be consequences. Faster engineering, oversized nails, and pin, because we need more pierce out of these sentries when we do damage. Damage can be quite easily distributed by the Carpet of Spikes, because this wonderful spike factory at some point today will smother the entire field like a carpet bomb, but in spikes. So balloons, beware where you float. Sprockets, and then soon the Sentry Expert, in which we need to pop the lead balloons, or we could just go up to white hot spikes, but not yet because we don't really need them, and lead popping this late into the map is not a great idea. Here is Sentry Expert. Sometimes having the the cold sentries is not good when there's lots of Moabs on the field, but when there's a whole bunch of ceramics, they're kind of very useful for slowing them down. Yeah, I would like the odd sentry gun or 2 where they're ice on 63, just to hit all of the ceramics all at once and give them a nice coating of permafrost. Bigger stacks and go up to even faster productions. Now when you cross path with any of the Sentry Experts, like middle pathing or bottom pathing, any existing sentries spawned out on the field will not instantly get like the additional range or additional damage against fortified balloons and Moab class balloons. The Sentry Expert engineer itself has to deploy out fresh sentries so that those ones actually gets the benefits of more range or, as I said earlier, more pierce or the ability to pin balloons in place. 38 done. Now 39. I hope the Sentry Expert is able to take down the first Moab without issues. Otherwise, there might be issues going forward. Keep placing down these energy ones because they're the ones I need in order to take out the Moab on this round. Speaking of which, goodbye, Moab. We do not need deconstruction to take you down, but it helps. Imagine if we could have 522 Sentry Champion. That would be brilliant. Right, we're going to need that Spike Storm as soon as possible, so there will be camo rounds in which these camo rainbows may stop us. Not that though. 45. One of the big rounds is 67, since that is a round in which we are definitely a camo solo scenario because of all of the fortified regrow camo ceramics. I don't know why I say these things slowly. I do apologize. Fortified regrow camo ceramics. Yeah, this will definitely not hold. We need the ability chucked out mid-round here. So we pop all of these, and then once they're all down and out for the count, then we just chuck out that ability, and even if they're all gone, we still have a bit of a means of building up before before the piles become a problem. Which at that point, it's no longer a problem. But do we need it on this round? I'm going to say no. I think we can hold off on this round without needing to use said Spike Storm ability. As long as the round... Sorry, as long as the map is long enough in RBE. No, RBS, sorry. ceramics and soon zebras. And then regrow rainbows. The best kind of balloons on the round. Okay, round 50. Do we need... Actually, I'm just going to get white hot spikes. Just so that I don't need to remember for round 59. And there we go. We're going to need use on Strawn at some time so that we can take down the round. So that you are always targeting the strongest thing on the screen. And we definitely need the ability for this round as well. Hopefully we can survive for long enough, but that is still a fair few ceramics, so we may need to unleash it slightly later on in the round. Hello, yellow balloon. Okay, round 51. Unleash it slightly later on, and that should do the trick. Yeah, I've only got, just under 2 ceramics left, and we've got some reds left. Excellent. Get our spikes on ability back that bit later. Moabs, not a problem. Sometimes utility is better than just raw range and damage. Okay, 53, chuck out those spikes and the default piles in which we build up. We'll be able to take care of the rest. I just wish this would stop spawning cold sentries. Now, we're going to need to deploy it much later on in the round, because this is not looking good. We need that deployment as late as possible so that we can deal with these Moabs and hopefully encourage this stupid engineer to stop spawning cold sentries. We understand that pinks are a problem and they need to be slowed down, but with your current vision, those are not the problem. Oh gosh. Never usually see 54 as a problem. Not one bit. But for some odd reason, it is today. Ability? Do we need that back as soon as possible? Okay, I'm gonna put some of these on Strong. Hopefully they just target the strongest, most balloon on the screen here. Please, just do me good! Now we need to unleash the ability mid-round here. Oh, please. No, even if we get through the first one, the second one is going to be Neil good. According to my intelligence, we should spawn down red sentries and blue sentries. We'll worry about the things that have the most amount of HP later on, don't you worry. Oh hey look, just one energy sentry, congratulations game. Can we do it? Can it be done? It can be done, excellent. And gives us a bit of breathing room to be able to get what we want on the track here. Now this should be much easier since we're not constantly putting down red sentries and blue sentries. 55 is done. 56 going to require the ability again here, but could we have done it a bit later? But again, we've got some reds back here, so not to worry. 57 looking very good here. Anytime you get some energy sentries down, just pop them onto Strong rather than first. Although they could still be like the first thing that's about to wreck ship the map. Great, cold sentries again. Yeah, they're exactly what I need. Not. Look, game. I don't require cold sentries. I require yellow sentries, please. Because of this. Goddamn AI. Yellow balloon! What about when the fourth one spawns out? Not now, but when the... That was meant to be a bit later, but that's okay. Hopefully we can still do this. Got 59 as well to worry about. But that should be... okay. Yeah, that should be okay. This should be an okay round. That's been given long enough to come back. Still got round 60 about to worry about. I've still got these regrows to worry about as well. Last long enough! Excellent! We've got some reds back here. Although we do need to use this throughout the round, don't we? Unless we can get these down early enough. Although according to my statistics, that's not going to be good enough. We can't get the Sentry Champion because then we can't get the carpet of spikes when we really need it for the next set of camos after that. We can take down the BFB good! But round 61, summon down cold sentries when they spawn zebra regrows throughout a round. Yeah, great work, engineer. Definitely need those. I do not like to complain. It just innately happens when you produce the wrong kind of sentry for what I actually need. Will that be any better? We've got one Moab left and several of these. Okay, I think this is a good result here. Yeah, this is definitely good here. Yeah, I'm more confident with that outcome here. Yeah, I'm not surprised that we need to summon out these now because of, well, the purple threats. It's just when we use our Spike Storm ability because of this. And then the thing after that, which is... Then we got the rainbows! Oh, crap. Yeah, we need to somehow last even longer throughout the round. Okay, we need to wait a bit longer before we use the ability. But, of course, there is a catch to all this. There's just not enough piles available. Can't believe I said those words. Okay, this should be... Oh, come off it. Blue balloons and red balloons. I get emotionally invested in these runs because I know I can do them. But it's the game deciding, no, this is not your time. It will be at some point, but just not right now. Yellow balloon. Just hit the Moabs. I don't need you to hit the purples. Just hit the Moabs. Just hit those Moabs, please. Okay, that's the first one down. And that's the first one also pinned, which is good. But the second one, not so great. Not so great at all. It can... just about not do it. Yeah, this might require doing on a different map. So see you on a different map and hopefully we'll be able to get to a point where we can get past 62 and then afterwards 67. It's been shown that it's been done on 4 circles on the index, but I just can't make it work on this map. I know people don't like me doing a 2TC on Resort because I do 2TCs on Resort a lot, but sometimes the only solution is to be on an easier map than, let's say, 4 circles. Which is what I tried earlier, but couldn't do 62. And for some odd reason, we're able to pop some balloons here, which I'd rather not, but only contact Moabs. Round 60 goes down without needing the ability. I hope we can do the same on round 61. No ability. Just touch these spikes over here, Mo class balloons, and you certainly will not need to have the ability activated. Excellent. Great, now this feels much more manageable since we're always trickling down. Maybe that was my problem actually on 4 circles, is that I wasn't able to make contact with the Moab class balloons early on enough. But then again, now we've got this round to contest with. And that is looking like a whole stupid amount of yellow balloons there. But we managed to get through it just fine. What about these pink balloons? Oh, they managed just fine. And what about the rest here? Just fine. Much better than I thought. I thought those yellow balloons were just going to absolutely waltz through my sentries and engineers. And spikes. The whole shebang. 64, however, is looking less certain. Hello there, old nemesis. You will be featured multiple times whenever I get to 100,000 subscribers, and we have a yellow balloon death montage of every single time I've died to a yellow balloon throughout my channel's history up until that point. But if you could do me a solid, click that subscribe button so that I have less videos to look for. Now you notice I've not upgraded our engineer yet to a champion. It's still kept at expert because we really need that money beforehand for the carpet of spikes. Although it looks like we can get it on round 66, which would be brilliant. Yeah, we can get it on 66. Oh, okay. I'm used to mortar and spike factory scenarios recently because of the changed price of the mortar in update 50, where it's now possible to start on CHIMPS with a mortar. But the problem is around 67 is always a nuisance, and you can't do balloon incineration and carpet of spikes because 61 is an existence that which you really hate when you're a mortar, unless of course you have heavy shells. No, the shockwave damage is not a great source of damage. I know that the shockwave damage does do damage against zebras and black balloons, but it's only 1 damage. And you're forced to use the rapid reload pathing if you're doing the biggest one with the carpet of spikes, sorry, because of the fact of round 61 existing. One thing I do wish that the mortar has is, regardless of the damage type, the burny stuff can actually engulf the black balloons and zebra balloons in flames, regardless if it's just burny stuff or shattering shells. Because the damage at the moment needs to make place before the burning stuff can apply from the mortar shell itself. If the mortar shell itself doesn't apply damage, then the burning stuff cannot apply. It's literally just how it's prioritized, how it's programmed. So yes, if you're looking to do this combination, then Resort is a better map to try on them 4 circles. Although 98 though could still be a bit tricky. Perhaps I needed my engineer up here rather than here, so that some of its sentries spawn down there. I was thinking of the Sentry Champion's Champion Sentry Explosions. Or ideally, it wasn't a very recent change. It's actually quite a long time ago now that Ninja Kiwi changed the mechanics of the Sentry Champion's Champion Sentry so that you can sell them on chimps and therefore be able to prematurely explode them. Although I don't know why Ninja Kiwi changed it so that you can sell the Marines on chimps now, since there's no benefit to doing that. If you can think of a benefit for selling your own Marine in chimps, then please do let me know. Maybe it reduces the game's lag if you are using 5% ability cooldown, plus combining it with an energizer. Nearly there now, there we go, we've got the Sentry Champion and we're now creating these highly unstable sentries. But for goodness sakes, I love the instability because that is where my head is right now. We are going purple here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Purple on the engineer, purple on the sentries, and the carpet of spikes also has purple. But do you know what is the opposite to purple on the color wheel? Yeah, that's right, yellow. It comes full circle. The jokes literally write themselves. Yes, believe it or not, Carpet of Spikes is a camo solo in the entirety of the game. Just much like a Perma Spike is a camo solo, although that one's a bit more finicky, and you don't want to die in a mid-round section of the game where you just have either long life spikes or deadly spikes, and you need the additional spikes on that round to be able to try and get through that round. But if you somehow lose on that round, then when you restart the round, then all of those long life spikes or deadly spikes are gone, like if they were all popped from the previous round. It's really bizarre with the decamo situation on the game. You know, Shimmer can decamo purple balloons, Signal Flare can decamo black balloons, but Ice Shards cannot decamo white balloons. Or the the ninja with just its shurikens cannot decamo leads. What is the priority and the special treatment for certain towers but others don't have it? Oh, and cleansing foam. The cleansing foam can be applied to the sentries so that the sentry guns can pop leads, but it can't decamo, but the cleansing foam that the engineer spawns can decamo. That kind of damage type is a one of a kind because it still cannot pop frozen balloons. It's like if it's a damage type that cannot pop frozen, but it can pop any other kind of balloon. 94 is a bit of a taste of what 98 is going to be like, except on 98 it's fortified BFBs. Welcome to round 95. Sometimes the absolute biggest bane of my existence in a run. But not for this one. Carpet of Spikes, okay hand emoji. Type down below in the comment sections below an okay hand emoji so that I know that you've watched this far into the video. Let me know how you are about the ballistic obliteration missile bunker. Also, here's a little fact: when you just break them down to their initials, it's B.O.M.B. It also means bomb. I love creative names that refers down to, boiled down to, the abbreviation of the tower in which it originally began as. Okay, 98. This is the stupid big F-off round if we can actually do this or not. Okay, summon the Spike Storm ability from the carpet of spikes. And we are able to do this. We are going to do this. We are so going to do this. This is just without a question or shadow of doubt if we can do this or not. We're solid. Now it's going to take some timing with our manual champion sentry explosions here. Because this is why we go down the bottom path, not for the additional damage of deconstruction, but for the additional pierce that they provide. Oh, for goodness sakes, this is what I was a bit afraid of. I just need more spikes. I need the passive part of the Spike Storm ability to come back a bit sooner. Okay. Oh, for goodness sakes, why did you take precedent? That one there. Why did you take priority over me trying to click there? Even though I was freakingly clicking it. I know it was. I was just too close clicking near the 9 here. Because the UI likes to be in the way when I try and click something. I just can't explode in time when I need the explosion to go off. Oh, for goodness sakes, I'm just not able to hit enough of them. Yeah, we need the additional pierce. We definitely do, but we just can't get enough of them down. Don't say anything. Just in case we might jinx it. Don't say anything. Don't say anything. But I am saying something. Oh my god. Yes! Finally we're off that crap route. Finally we can do this scenario. Bloody hell, that took so long. Hello, another purple thing. We've got so many purple things on the screen now. I'm just so happy to get through 98. Those 98 fortified balloons are absolute bastards to get through. And both towers got 1 million pops apiece, for goodness sakes. 1,019,000, 1,020,000. This is how you get 1 million pops apiece. I didn't even meant to do this, but we managed to do it nonetheless. If you're wondering why the game didn't calculate over 3,000 of the Sentry Champion's pops, which is why we ended up getting actually just below 3,000. It's just when a champion sentry decides when to no longer be clickable, and it still has projectiles summoned for it. The disconnects from the tower there, but the projectiles still go to the balloons. Anyways, I want to get off this scenario because round 98 on that scenario was the opposite of fun. It was fun. Okay, anyways. Enough fun for today, and thank you all so much for watching, everybody. Please let me know what you thought of the video down in the comment sections below. And tell me how fun round 98 is when you try this combination for yourselves. Anyways, Ballistic Obliteration Missile Bunker is soon to be in update 51. And then after that, the Ice Monkey Paragon, which is when I'm going to do the all Paragons video with 12 Paragons, get more up to level 100, and get the VTSG as well. And that's going to be a really fun time. For me, it's probably going to take just as long to edit as it is going to be to record. It's always like that. Thank you all so much for watching, everybody, and take care of yourselves. Please be sure to use my creator support code when you get anything new from the update 51 stuff. There's a new hero skin, kind of like with She-Ra Adora, but it's like a Masters of the Universe cameo of Oben into the game.